I'd like to introduce the idea of lead and follow. It sort of breaks up your motion. It gives a different feeling of intent for the character, whether or not certain parts of the body are compelled to move ahead while the eyes stay behind, or the eyes move ahead while the body stays behind. You can really create this nice offset rhythm. That's one of the basic separations, in my mind at least. You know, I feel like what the eyes are doing in relation to the body kind of talks about what the brain is doing in relation to the body. It shows this thoughtful, engaged quality in the character. I want to take this character where I've really basically got three basic stages. The opening pose of panic, this compression transition, the overshoot of it, and she settles. So it's basically three phases that she's going through. This is really just a face test, but you still want to make each transition somewhat believable. You want them to be motivated. You want the brain to be alive, to have thoughts and motivations that lead to this next emotional state. So let's think about that. What could that be? Obviously, she sees something that changes her mood, that gives her a sense of relief. It gives her a sense of joy. It doesn't really matter what it is. I just want to show that she sees something. I've got everything moving slightly towards that, but it's not all the way. And I think that'll be a nice start. Now, I want to grab the head and maybe favor it a little, start heading it in that direction. I want to get the eyes over, and that's nice. See, the head and the eyes start to head over there. Her expression doesn't change very much yet. Her fingers are scrunching a little bit, and then as she goes down into that squash and comes back up, I'm creating kind of a nice U-shaped arc from the head. Something that happened externally engaged the mind, and that engaged the eyes, and that's going to lead me into this next action. So I want to put some sort of little transition. You know, I need her specifically to blink through this anyway. So because moving across space that far, your eyes are definitely going to need to blink. So why not use the same concept I used in the last tip, where we kind of do a tiny squash through it. This is just more of an organic, subtle squash to the whole face. This is like a really, like I said, it's a really simplistic way of dealing with lead and follow. If you had, you know, really organic dance moves or just big broad motion, eyes look where they're going, the arm may reach out and the body may go ahead. The eyes look where they're going, the arm reaches out and may go ahead. Not only breaks up the rhythm, but it shows what's happening inside the brain that leads the focus of the character and motivates them into the next thing that they're going to do. So you're not just creating these linear motions with your character. Just a nugget to think about for this week. Next week we'll talk about how I'm going to tighten up the timing, we'll polish it a little bit, and be done with it. So thanks for watching. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. I'll see you later.